as far as quality and structure is concerned, WoW is really taking a downturn.
So WoW is not so WoW anymore.
No,
Has it changed or has it just become dated?
dated. It's just become dated. As
I
far
was
as
gonna
like
say.
the combat system is concerned, I guess the graph. I mean, they do try their best to update the graphics, but it's still nothing compared to Guild
In
Wars.
my opinion, the main problem though is with playing games like Guild Wars and you know probably Vindictus. I haven't played that, so I'm not sure how like the options are for that. But there are a lot of free MMOs out there that offer so many options, if not more than World of Warcraft, and you can play those for free. And then when you go to WoW and you're like, oh, okay, this is a decent game, but I have to pay for this. Like I don't.
Yeah.
That's my problem. Like if WoW went free to play, I don't think I'd have a problem going back and playing or messing around every once in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't either.
But I don't want to pay the $15 when I
Yeah.
can get more out of Guild Wars for free. I think going back to the whole art book and CD thing, and it's something like you see these games come out of Japan or from these Japanese developers. They ship at normal price, but they come with like an art book, CD. I'm just like,
That's how it was. Yeah, that's how it
awesome.
was with me in Persona 4 Arena.
Yeah, Persona 4 Arena
CD.
came with a CD or soundtrack, and some of these games just come with like art books and stuff like that for the same price, and I think that is so cool that they do that.
I'm a huge
You know what?
sucker for art books too.
Yeah.
Back to late '90s cartoons. Yes, I'm cutting you off, Eric.
How dare you?
There's actually a side quest in Borderlands 2 that's called Rocco's Modern Strife.
That is awesome.
I've heard Borderlands 2 is just chock full of random references.
Yeah, and unlike Duke Nukem Forever, it's actually funny in this game.
Also
Wasn't
in that
there-
game, there's you fight a Big Daddy.
Wasn't there a WWF cartoon called like Rock and Wrestle or something?
I
Eh, yeah, you don't really need one, but at the same time, it couldn't hurt if it's done right.
guess yeah.
And I feel like it's not perfect. It's far from perfect, but it's something that I like. It's something that I can relate to. I
don't-
enjoy these characters. It's nothing really too wrong with it.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. I think Pokemon is inherently like cruel and
I love Dead Space too.
I like Dead Space 2. You can clearly see in that game they're what they're going more towards. Is it was more. It was still had that survival horror feeling that other quote unquote survival horror franchises have lacked, but it's still kind of going towards the action side in 2, and you can tell that a little bit. But,
Oh yeah,
and the most
Well,
pointless multiplayer ever. And most missions are just kill everything in the area. You can't just like rush in and do that because one I guess laser shot from an alien will kill your characters, and even if you get hit, that soldier is then injured. He must be put in the med bay and he has to recover for days, so he can't go another mission for a while. There's ramifications just for like you can't just rush in there and do stuff, and choosing certain things to upgrade and whatnot. I could see some people being in over the head, but like if you like to think, if you like to actually, if you like strategy games, there you go. I mean, it's definitely one of the best I think around.
I'm okay with it being delayed. I think they're delaying it because the American market has a lot more going on with the channels on there and whatnot.
Yeah, fair enough. But have you guys seen the redesign?
yeah.
Yep.
I
I
really
did the
like it.
story on it.
I really like it.
I think it's hot.
It's hot. It's a change that they needed. And I think the next logical step is changing the dashboard, the overall just dashboard. But I think they won't do that until probably the PS4 or whatever they're going to call it comes out. Orbis.
The PlayStation 4bis.
The Forbis, yes. I've actually literally have had some customers come in and talk to me, and they're like, okay, set it up for you. This was this woman, and she was looking for games for her daughter. Her daughter wasn't young. I mean, she was probably 15, but looking for games because they played games together, which I thought was really cool. They didn't. She didn't really care about violence, but she was like, I'm looking for games with more female role models.
oh no.
And I was like, well, she's tried Tomb Raider and whatnot, and I just threw Bayonetta out there, and she's like, are you kidding me? They've
naked
tried
lady
it.
whose outfit's hair.
Yeah, they tried it, and they're like, this is no role model. I don't want to play this, you know. And
God, but she's like a hot librarian.
yeah, I mean, this gets in a whole other debate, but you know, it's little things like that. I think Bayonetta's marketing wasn't very good, and there's a lot of things.
Yes, there is. There's suplexes in there.
There are suplexes.
So
I can confirm
Bam.
the suplexes.
Take that, Booker T. What? You got a problem, Street? Got a problem?
Of course I have a problem. You only like wrestling.
Everything goes against me. This episode.
Tone.
This episode goes completely against me between that word being brought up, wrestling and Batman.
All right. I do want to specify though one thing before we wrap this puppy up. We for one more week, it's still going to be open. We're giving away 3 guest passes to the War Z. It's the zombie MMO coming out. If you look some stuff up on it, it looks really cool. If you don't know anything, I mean, I guess kind of think of DayZ, but it's actually been in development longer than DayZ. So it didn't just completely rip from DayZ.
Nope.
But we're
and DayZ did not rip off the War Z either.
No, absolutely not. I'm just trying to specify this because I've seen a lot of people already saying War Z is just ripping off DayZ. No, not at all.
Yeah, but that's just the online community.
I know. Yeah. But we're giving away 3 48-hour access codes for the War Z. These codes go live on October 31st, Halloween. Imagine that. If our Facebook page gets 100 likes, we will then randomly select 3 of you to get these passes. Now, this is only a PC thing, so if we do pick you as a winner and you can't or whatever, we'll talk to you about it. We'll figure something out for
I'll just take them
later on down the road, and we'll pick someone else.